Hello, guys. Welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Hope you guys doing well today as we are back with the return of club football. No more international disturbances until March. So hopefully, teams can start to get some momentum going without the interruption of international football. So we are kicking off the weekend with Plymouth versus Watford in the EFL Championship. And hopefully we'll be in for a treat tonight, guys. Let's hope we get a few goals in this one. So welcome to the show. If you are just joining us, we're just getting underway as the ball quickly played back to the Watford goalkeeper. And it's knocked long down the field. And it's now both sets of players. Bit of head tennis going on there in the middle of the park as Watford eventually get the ball down. It's played out wide to this near side. Plymouth quickly come to press the ball as Watford knock it long and the ball rolls all the way back to the Plymouth goalkeeper. Plymouth now building from the back as Watford come to press the ball. Plymouth just on the edge of their own box at the moment as the ball worked out wide on the far side as they play it back into the middle. Now switching the play out to this near side. Watford quickly shifting players across to press the ball as Plymouth try to come forward, but quickly surrounded there by Watford players as the referee blows for the foul. And that's going to be it's going to be a free kick to Watford and an early yellow card for Plymouth. Yeah, just lost control of the ball. And as he tried to keep it, he's ended up colliding with the Watford player. Pure Loyalist with us saying, I take it, it's an 8 o'clock kickoff. Yes, it's an 8 o'clock kickoff, mate. How are you doing? Pure Loyalist, hope you're doing well, mate. Welcome to the show and pleasure to have you with us, mate. Hope you and your family are doing well. So, Mumbai with the yellow card for Plymouth. And Jack is with us. Jack saying, come on, Watford. How you doing, Jack? Welcome to the show. I'm not sure is that Jack that we know or a new Jack, but if it's a new Jack, welcome to Fan Den, mate. I'm not sure if I think it's Jack that's normal Jack. I think he's just changed his profile picture saying, come on, Watford. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure to have you with us. So we're still waiting for this free kick as it's Musa Sissoko down on the pitch from that challenge, just receiving treatment. Pure Loyalist is saying, evening, guys. Becky, Steve here. How you doing, Pure Loyalist? Thank you for that, mate. Good evening to you as well. Hope you are well and hope your family's good, mate. Pleasure to have you with us. Dave is saying, hello, guys, Steve here, and all fan dinners. Let's all have a superb weekend. Let's hope so, Dave. Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you and your family well and a pleasure to have you with us, mate. Welcome to the show. So Sissoko is back on his feet now, the Watford captain. Just trudging over to the touchline. So it's going to be a free kick on this near side for Watford. Watford trying to get Sissoko straight back on the field, but the referee not rushing to bring him back on. So free kick on this near side now for Watford. As the ball crossed into the box, it's knocked over the bar by Plymouth, and that's going to be a corner to Watford. Pure saying, hello, Jack, mate. Hope all's good. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Loving the positive vibes, mate. And Pure Loyalist also welcoming Dave. Thank you, mate. Dave saying, I predict 2-2. Good shout, mate. Well, let's hope so. We'll hoping for a few goals in this one tonight. So corner on the far side for Watford. And let's hope Dave's prediction is somewhere near right. When at least we get 4 goals, that would be awesome. Now Watford with the ball crossed in. It's headed away by Plymouth. Watford picking it up on the edge of the box. It's knocked back out wide on the far side as Plymouth quickly close the space. But Watford still managed to come forward as they play it back into the centre. Now shifting the play out to this near side. Ball crossed in. It's headed away by Plymouth as Watford regain the possession. Now it's played out wide on this near side as Watford charging towards the byline. Ball crossed in. It's knocked away again by Plymouth as the ball goes out of play on this near side for a throw-in. Jack is saying stepdad got back for the first time in 2 weeks, 30 minutes ago. What's good? My mum picked him up after work. Awesome. Well, that's good news to hear that he's back home, Jack. Tell him to take it easy, mate, and rest up. I'm sure he's still got a recovery period ahead of him, but good to hear that he's home with you guys. So, yep, sending my best wishes, mate. Pure Light saying 2-1 Watford. Good shout, mate. Well, let's hope we get a few goals, guys. As Plymouth have been, I think it's about 80 odd % of their points have come from home at the moment so far this season. Watford not been so good on the road. But obviously, these teams are very closely matched at the moment. If you look at the stats, now Watford with the possession on that far side, the ball crossed into the box, it's knocked away as Watford regain the possession outside the box. Now it's quickly played out wide on this near side as Plymouth come to press the ball. Watford just cutting it back there as they managed to retain the possession. Now just knocking it back up the field on the edge of the centre circle as Plymouth happy to just let them have it on the halfway line. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side as Watford come forward, racing towards the edge of the box, but the referee has blown the flag there, and I think that's for an offside. So that's going to be a free kick to Plymouth on the far side of the field. Dave saying, I'm good, thanks, Pure. How's you and the clan? Thank you, Dave. Good to hear you well, mate. And Pure Lord saying, Jack, great news. Absolutely well said, Pure Lollis. Well said, mate. So free kick now for Plymouth. Ball knocked long down the field as it's headed back to the halfway line. Plymouth chipping it back in the direction of Watford's box as Watford's headed back up the field. Now Watford charging forward on the far side as they race towards the edge of the box here. Plymouth scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball. Ball crossed in. It's knocked away by Plymouth as Watford win it back on that far side. And eventually there's a coming together and the referee blows for the foul. Yeah, it's a really good ball forward there by Watford as they caught Plymouth with too many bodies committed forward, and they almost managed to make it count, but eventually Plymouth did manage to get bodies back behind the ball before coming together on the far side of the field. And in fairness, it's not that much of a coming together, to be fair. The Plymouth player just went over easily. Now the ball knocked up the field as Watford win it back. Just playing it back to their keeper. Dave saying, hello, Jack, mate. Thank you, Dave. Now Watford knocking the ball down the centre as they now trying to come forward again, racing into the Plymouth half. Plymouth trying to press to win it back there, but Watford racing forward on this near side as they come towards the edge of the box. Plymouth make the challenge and manage to come away with it. Now Plymouth knocking the ball forward, but it's gone out of play there for a throw-in. So thank you, Dave. Pure saying it's still the same Jack Gaz. Yeah, I wasn't sure because obviously he's changed his profile picture and there's a lot of Jacks, obviously. So yeah, thank you, Pure Lawless. I was just confused as he ball now out on the far side as Watford crossing into the box. Oh, Watford have scored! Watford with a tap into the back of the net as he was crossed in from the far side. Plymouth left standing still, leaving the goalkeeper to do all the work. And the Watford player coming in at the back post managed to slide it past the keeper to give Watford the early lead. 8.5 minutes gone. It's Plymouth 0, Watford 1. Well, Plymouth have got to be kicking themselves there as they made it easy for Watford there. Well, there was actually one Plymouth player staying with him, but the other Plymouth players didn't move. Bayo with the goal for Watford. So, yep, thank you, Pure Lawless. Jack is saying, hi, Dave. Awesome, thank you, Jack. Pure Lawless is saying, well, we're all good, thanks, Gaz. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Thank you, Pure Lawless. So, early goal. As now Plymouth trying to respond, playing the ball forward on this near side. As they knock it up towards the edge of the box. Watford trying to challenge. They've managed to win it back here, Watford. Now Watford trying to play it back into the middle, but it's won back by Plymouth. Now Plymouth playing it towards the edge of the box as Watford knock it away. And it's gone out of play on the far side for a throw-in. So, yep, good to hear, mate. Dave saying tomorrow I'll be popping in when I can, do as I'll be at the Millwall v Sunderland game. No worries, Dave, no worries, mate. Yep, no, you still try and drop in as and when you can when you go to a game, but hope you have a good result tomorrow against Sunderland, although that'll be a tough fixture for you guys as Sunderland having a pretty good season so far. So it'll be a tough game for you guys, but I'm sure at home you guys can give them a challenge. But yeah, no worries, Dave. Totally understand, mate. You're going to a game, that's understandable, but hopefully we'll see you at some point tomorrow if you're not too busy, mate. Thank you for that, Dave. Piolo saying, all's well here, Dave, mate. Thanks. Awesome. Good to hear. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Now, Plymouth have won a free kick on the far side. Ball crossed into the box. It's deep, headed away by Watford. As Plymouth win it back on this near side. Now racing towards the edge of the box as Watford come to press the ball. Plymouth trying to cross it in, but it takes a deflection. Plymouth managing to retain the possession, but they've ended up knocking it out of play on this near side, and that's gone out for a throw into Watford midway inside their own half of the field. Piolo saying, Dave, I'll be in also. Thank you, guys. Well, as I know, some of you guys do go to games during the weekend. So if you are travelling to a game, guys, be safe. Look after yourselves. And hope you have a good game. Hope your team gets a good result, as always. But safe travels, as that's always my best wishes to you guys when you go to games. And I'm sure if you are going to a game, I'm sure I'll see you at some point over the weekend. Now, Plymouth with the possession on the edge of their own box. It's played out wide on this near side. Watford quickly come to press the ball as Plymouth play it back into the middle. Now switching the play out to the far side of the field as they race forward into the Watford half. Watford trying to challenge, but Plymouth still with the possession as now they play the ball out wide to this near side with a long crossfield ball. Now trying to come forward as it's knocked into the centre. Watford with a entire team pressed back towards the edge of their own box. Now Plymouth play it out wide on the far side. It's crossed in as it's headed wide by Watford. And that's going to be a corner on the far side for Plymouth. A lively start to this one in the first 10 minutes, guys. Jack saying, I don't really like Plymouth. Fair enough, mate. Yeah, fair enough. We've all got teams that we're not fond of, mate. So corner on the far side for Plymouth. Now the ball crossed in. It's headed away. That's Watford and Plymouth trying to win it on the edge of the box there. It's Plymouth that managed to get the ball down. Now it's played out towards the touchline on that far side as it's cut back. Watford managing to intercept it here. That's now Watford knocking it long down the field, trying to get in behind the Plymouth defence, but too much pace on the ball. And it's just, well, I think it went out of play on that far side. That's going to be a throw-in. Wasn't sure the referee had given offside there. So fair enough, Jack. Davy's saying, I'm good, thanks, Gaz, mate. Hope you and Becky are okay. Yeah, we're doing good, thank you, mate. We're doing good, thank you for asking, Dave. And good to hear you well yourself, mate. Top man, thank you, Dave. Jack is saying, hey up, Gaz, how you and Becky and everyone in the chat. How's it going, Jamie? Welcome to the show, mate. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. Becky's doing well also. Pleasure to have you with us, Dave. Sorry, Jamie. Hope you and Megan are well, mate. Welcome to the show. Pleasure to have you with us, Jamie. Now Plymouth playing the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper as Watford pushing players forward to press the ball. Plymouth now playing it out wide on the far side as they come forward here. Plymouth racing into the Watford half. Watford make the challenge, managed to win it back. No foul given. As Watford now play it out wide on this near side as they cut back inside. Now racing forward down the centre. Ball played into the box as Plymouth just managed to knock it away. And the ball goes out on this near side for a throw in about 5 yards from the corner flag. So, yep, thank you, Jamie. And thank you for asking, mate. As I say, I hope you and your lovely lady are doing well. Dave is acknowledging Pure Law List. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Pure Law saying, Jamie, mate, hope you and Megan are well. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Law List. Loving the positive vibes, guys. So corner on this near side for, throwing on this near side for Watford. Long throw into the box. It's headed away as Watford win it back on the far side. Plymouth quickly trying to challenge for it, but Watford managing to retain it as they now play it right towards the edge of the touchline. Plymouth just trying to make the challenge there, but they've ended up deflecting the ball out of play for a throw-in on the far side for Watford. About 20 yards inside the Plymouth half of the field. And Jack is saying, Green Army, V's Yellow Army. Yeah, that's true, Jack. Yeah, and very true, mate. And Jamie is saying, all right, loyalist, we're doing great, thanks. How are you and family, pal? Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Loving the positive vibes, as always, from you guys. Now Watford coming forward on the far side. Plymouth trying to challenge for it. Watford managing to retain the possession as they just play it back to the halfway line. Now Watford on the far side. Ball chipped forward as they try and get in behind the Plymouth defence here. Plymouth with only one defender back, racing into the box. Watford knock it on, and Plymouth just managed to intercept it as they knock it away up the field. And eventually, well, the ball comes out to this near side, and it's just kept in play there by Watford as they play it back to their centre-backs just inside their own half. Now Watford trying to build from the halfway line as they switch the play out to the far side. Now trying to work the ball forward, but the referee has blown for a foul here. And that's going to be a free kick to Watford on the far side of the field. So Jack saying, hi, Jamie. Thank you, Jack. Dave saying, hey up, Jamie, mate. Hope you and Megan are okay, bro. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. And Jamie also saying, hello, Jack. Hope you're well. Thank you, Jamie. Piolo saying, oh, good here, Jamie, mate. Good to hear. Jack saying, I'm good, thanks, Jamie. Stepdad just got back for the first time in 2 weeks. Good news. And Jamie is saying, hey up, Dave. We're doing great. Thanks, buddy. Hope you're doing well also, pal. Thank you, Jamie. So it's going to be a free kick on the far side of the field. It's about 15 yards from the halfway line. Now, ball crossed up to the edge of the box. It's headed away as Watford win it back. Now, Watford with the ball played back out wide on the far side as they charge forward here, racing into the box. As they take it right to the byline, trying to get the cross in there, but it's knocked away by Plymouth. As Plymouth now with the possession on the far side, knocking the ball forward, but it's intercepted by Watford on the edge of the centre circle. Now Watford chipping it out wide on this near side, but too much pace on that ball, and it's gone out of play for a throw-in. Jamie's saying, hey up, Dave. I read that. Thank you, Jamie. David's saying, Jack, mate, he's good. Jack, mate, that's good to hear about your stepdad. Onwards and upwards. Absolutely well said, Dave. Well said, mate. And Jamie also saying, Jack, some great news, mate. Tell him, chill out now. Absolutely. Thank you, Jamie. Now, Watford coming forward on the far side as they race up towards the edge of the box. Plymouth trying to make the challenge there, but Watford managing to retain it. So just play it back into the middle. Now it's knocked out wide on the far side. As Plymouth come to press the ball, Watford just knocking it about there with about 3 Watford players on that far side. Now the ball chipped forward as Plymouth scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball. Watford taking the ball right into the corner flag, but Plymouth make the challenge and it's gone behind. And I think the referee's given that as a corner. So corner on the far side for Watford. Pure Life saying be back in shortly, folks. Family just come in. Granddaughter here for the weekend. No worries, Pure Lilith. Yep, no worries, mate. Go and enjoy some quality time with your granddaughter, mate. And Jamie is saying, Dave, big game tomorrow's. You going, mate? Yeah, he did say before he's going to that one. Now Watford with the corner crossed in. It's knocked away by the goalkeeper, and the referee is going to blow for a foul in the box there. Oh, there's some shirt pulling going on. Why players to do that today? I don't know, because they're not going to get away with it with the amount of cameras on them. So that's going to be a free kick to Plymouth. Ball knocked up the field by the keeper. As both sets of players trying to win it, it's Watford that managed to come away with it. Now Watford playing the ball out wide on the far side as they race towards the Plymouth box, coming towards the edge of the box. Shot comes in, but it goes over the top of the crossbar. Well, not a bad effort, just couldn't get it on target. I think he was rushing to take the shot there as the Plymouth defender closed in on him. Now the goalkeeper knocking the ball long up the field. Nice. Well, the referee's just having a... I don't know what he's indicating there, the referee, but he's indicating something. He's not blowing the whistle, though. Now Plymouth on the attack as they play the ball forward on that far side. And well, there's a coming together there on the halfway line. Not a lot in it, but the referee has blown for the foul. And that's going to be a free kick to Plymouth, just inside their own half, close to the halfway line. Pure Loyalist saying, go on, Watford. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Now, Plymouth with the ball as it's played out wide on this near side. Watford closing the space. Plymouth just play it back to the goalkeeper. Now Plymouth just knocking it about inside their own half as Watford push players forward here to press the ball. Plymouth playing it forward on this near side. There's a push in the back there, and the referee blows for the foul. That's going to be a free kick to Plymouth. And Jack saying, I still don't think Rooney's a good manager. Well, he's still quite new to management. Got to give him time, mate. Still got to see if he learns and develops. I'm not a big fan of people putting too much pressure on young managers. You've got to give them time to learn. It's not, it's kind of like, oh, now Plymouth coming forward, ball knocked up into the box. Oh, Plymouth with a shot, and it's gone into the far corner of the net. Plymouth with the equalizer on 22 and a half minutes gone. It was just quickly played forward. And Plymouth chipped it into the box. Nobody man marking him there. And he managed to smash it right across the face of goal. As the ball nestled into the far corner of the net. Yeah, just ball played out wide on this near side. It was just a long ball forward, trying to get in behind. He actually had a couple of Watford players there, but he's hit it on the volley. Did he control that then? Just let me see the replay. I think he did hit it on the volley. Yep. Straight on the volley, and the goalkeeper left standing still like a statue. So game on, guys. Game on, 1-1. But yep, you're fair enough, Jack. You're entitled to your opinion, mate. Although for me, I don't As I say, with young, particularly young English managers, because we don't have many English managers coming through at the moment. So I just think we've got to give them time. We've got to give them time to learn. It's kind of like it's kind of being like a truck driver and then switching to the transport manager. You know, you're not just going to know exactly what to do. You've got to learn. You've got to pick up the. You got to learn the skills. You've got to learn what the job entails. Obviously, Rooney's had a couple of opportunities to be a manager so far, but none of them have been any serious length of time. I'm not saying he is a good manager. I'm not saying he's a bad manager. I just think we should give him time to develop and learn. But you're entitled to your opinion, Jack. Fair enough, mate. Now the ball played forward as Plymouth come towards the edge of the box. Shot comes in and it's gone wide. The goalkeeper got fingertips to that. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was. Yeah, just went wide. I thought the goalkeeper might have got fingertips because he did come across anticipating the shot, but it just flies wide of this near side post. Jamie is saying, is that their first away goal for Watford? I'm not sure, Jamie. I'm not sure, to be honest, mate. David's saying, sepsis is blood poisoning, if I'm right. With right medication, Jack, he'll bounce back soon. Thank you, Dave. Now the ball knocked out wide on this near side. It's chipped forward up to the edge of the Watford box as Watford keeper just comes to intercept it there, and that relieves the pressure momentarily for Watford as they now try and build from the back. Ball played forward. As Watford edge the way up towards the edge of the centre circle here. Now it's chipped long out wide to this near side, but too much on it, and it's just gone out of play for a throw into Plymouth on this near side, midway inside their own half of the field. Jack saying I'll be at Worthing v Chelmsford. Well, best of luck, mate. Hope your team get a good result and safe travels. So throwing on this near side for Plymouth. Now the ball back in play as Plymouth just play it back to the goalkeeper. Plymouth now with the ball knocked long up the field. It's intercepted by Watford as they just let it bounce back to the goalkeeper there. Now Watford trying to come again. If you are just joining us, guys, we are on 27 minutes gone. It's Plymouth 1, Watford 1. Don't forget, guys, if you could, please do hit the like button. And thank you very much to you guys that have been kind and positive enough to do so already, as it does help us identify the games and the clubs you guys like us covering here on Fanden. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as it's knocked forward and it bounces all the way back to the goalkeeper there. As Plymouth now with the possession on the edge of their own box. It's worked out wide on the far side. Plymouth now knocking it long down the field. It's gone all the way back to the Watford goalkeeper. Now Watford trying to build from the back as they play the ball forward. And Plymouth trying to make the challenge there, but it's a bit of a clumsy one as the referee blows for the foul. Gibson just indicating that that was a soft foul, but the referee not acknowledging him. So Watford with a free kick on the edge of the centre circle. Dave saying, Jamie, oh yes, I'm getting the 9:40 train. Cool. Well, hopefully your team put in a good performance for you, Dave. Now Plymouth with the possession as they win it back. It's played out wide on the far side as they come forward here. Watford managed to knock it away. It's gone out for a throw in on the far side. Now Plymouth take the throw in. Ball played towards the edge of the box. Plymouth with a shot, and it just goes wide of the far post. So throwing on the far side now for Plymouth. Ball back in play. Oh. Now, Plymouth are growing into the game. They didn't start it well, but they are starting to get more balls up the field and put more pressure on the Watford box. Now Watford with the possession. It's chipped out wide on this near side as they race forward into the Plymouth half. Plymouth quickly coming across to press the ball as Watford taking it to the byline. He's tried to cross it in there, but it takes a deflection off the Plymouth defender and it's gone out for a corner on this near side. Jamie's saying, Dave, I say 1-0 late goal Millwall. Thank you, Jamie. And Jamie's saying, hope everyone who's going to a game tomorrow be safe and have a great time. Thank you, Jamie. Well said, mate. Well said. And Jack is saying, is Millwall at home or in Sunderland? I think they're at home tomorrow, mate. Ball crossed in. It's headed up into the air. Watford pick it up. Watford now with a shot as it just goes wide of the far post. And that'll be a goal kick to Plymouth. Dave saying, Jamie, I'm sick of us winning 1-0. I'm going for 3-1. Well, as they have 5 key players out, we have no injury worries. Well, that could be just the edge that you need, mate. That could be just the edge that you need. Oh, Plymouth getting themselves in trouble at the back here as Watford almost winning the ball back inside the box before Plymouth forced to knock it away out to this near side. And it's gone out for a throw into Watford deep inside the Plymouth half of the field. Dave saying, Jack, it's at home, bro. Thank you, Dave. Jack saying, we're at home the next 5 Saturdays because we're starting season with 7 away games. We started season with 7 away games. That's unusual. Now Watford with the ball thrown in, long throw into the box. It's knocked away. As both sets of players trying to win it further up the field, but it's knocked forward as Plymouth now on the attack. Watford trying to challenge as they just managed to win it back in the centre of the field. Now Watford knock it out wide on the far side as they race up towards the Plymouth box. Now trying to get the shot off as well. It's a wild effort as it's gone well wide. Don't think it took a deflection there. But it's end to end at the moment, guys. Jack saying going Farnborough away Tuesday, though. Awesome. Well, safe travels, Jack. Jamie saying, Dave, we're playing Sunderland next Friday, mate. Friday night. I hope you just get 3 points from them. That'll be a big game for you guys. Obviously, challenging to win the league. Now Plymouth with the possession on that far side. It's knocked up the field. That's both sets of players trying to win it on that far side. Now Watford managed to come away with it as they just play it back to their centre-backs on the edge of the centre circle. Now it's played back out wide on the far side. Plymouth trying to press to win it back there, but Watford just cut it back slightly. As now they play it back into the centre of the field. Plymouth just happy to sit off here as Watford with the possession in their own half. Now it's chipped forward, long down the field as Plymouth forced to knock it away out to this near side, and it's gone out for a throw into Watford about 10 yards from the corner flag. Now Watford with the ball back in play. Ball played into the middle as it's knocked forward here. Watford, well, the referee blows for the foul. I think he just got caught offside there. And that's going to be a free kick to Plymouth. Dave saying, tonight's my first Chinese in 6 weeks. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you enjoy, Dave. Yep, nothing wrong with treating yourself every few weeks. As You've been a good boy, mate, doing what the doctor orders, so can't hurt to have one every so often. Enjoy, mate. Jamie saying, we're doing great. Thanks for asking, guys, mate. Good to hear, Jamie. Good to hear, mate, and my pleasure. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as Plymouth managed to get the ball down. Watford trying to challenge, but Plymouth just managed to retain it as they cut it back to their centre-backs. And Plymouth forced to play almost all the way back to the edge of their own box there as Watford pressing the ball. Now Plymouth working their way through the press. Ball knocked out wide on this near side. It's intercepted by Watford, who quickly play it long down the field, and it rolls all the way back to the Plymouth goalkeeper on the edge of their own box. Now Plymouth coming forward again. Ball played out wide on this near side. As they knock it forward, it's cut out by Watford. As Watford now back with the possession. Ball played back to the edge of the Watford box there. Jamie's saying, Dave, I'm going to tell your doctor on you. Yeah. And Dave's saying, Jamie, I hope we do as well so we can close the gap on the top. Absolutely, yeah. Why not, Dave? Why not, mate? Certainly close the gap and get yourselves into a position of potentially getting promoted. And Dave is saying, Jamie, tell her I don't mind. Okay, fair enough. Jamie's saying, Dave, you'll be in the playoffs end of the season, mate. Watford now with the possession on the edge of the centre circle. It's knocked long down the field as Plymouth managed to intercept it. Now Plymouth playing the ball forward as Watford managed to win it back, just knocking it back to their goalkeeper. Watford now playing the ball forward down the middle as it's knocked long down out to this near side as Watford just trying to keep the ball in play there, but Plymouth trying to make the challenge, and eventually it's deflected behind, and that should be a corner to Watford on this near side as the ball deflected off the Plymouth defender. So, yep, loving the positive vibes. Thank you, Jamie. And Jamie laughing at Dave. Jack saying Millwall v Sheffield United playoff final. Well, I'm sure Sheffield United fans will be hoping they can stay in touching distance of the automatic promotion places, but a lot of games still to be played. Watford now with the ball crossed into the box as it's headed up into the air. Plymouth, well, the referee's blown for a whistle again. I didn't see an awful lot wrong there. Don't know what he's blown for, but he's blown for something. They should tell us when the referees blow the whistle for something that's not obvious. They should tell us why he's blown the damn whistle. So just to let you guys know, if you're not familiar, Plymouth in their last 5 championship home results have drawn 1 and won 4. And the one they drew was against Preston. Ball knocked long down the field. And it's now Watford with the possession, winning it back as they chip the ball back up towards the halfway line. Plymouth trying to challenge. Watford managed to retain the possession, though, as now they come forward, knocking the ball out towards the far side, racing towards the edge of the box here. As Plymouth scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball. Watford taking it to the byline. Ball crossed in. It's headed behind by Plymouth, and that's going to be a corner to Watford on the far side of the field. If you're just joining us, guys, we are currently 38 minutes gone. It's Plymouth 1, Watford 1. Don't forget, if you could please, guys, if you like us covering your team or this game, then please do hit the like button. And thank you very much to you guys that have already hit it. I appreciate it. And also, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Would be a pleasure to have you part of the Fandang community. Watford now taking the corner shot as it's crossed into the box. Then Watford's got caught offside there. Well, I'm getting a bit frustrated. I have no preference. I have no preference who wins this game, but I'm getting a bit frustrated with this damn referee because every time we get any kind of set piece inside the box, he keeps blowing the damn whistle. How can we get goal malfaction if the referee keeps stopping the play every time there is goal malfaction? Dave saying, JW, top two, us two, lad. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, well, still plenty of football to be played, so it's possible, mate. Now, the ball with Watford as they win it back on this near side, knocking the ball back up to the halfway line as Plymouth intercept it just inside their own half and eventually play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper knocking the ball forward there as Watford tried to press the ball, but Plymouth win it back on the edge of the centre circle. Now it's played out wide on the far side as Plymouth play it forward. It's intercepted by Watford just on the edge of the centre circle. Well, as Watford played it forward there was a challenge by Plymouth and the referee's blown for the foul. So that's going to be another free kick to Watford on the edge of the centre circle just inside the Plymouth half of the field. Well, he's given the foul because the challenge was from behind. Jamie saying, Dave, that'd be great, lad. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie saying, Jack, be nice if it happens, mate. Thank you, Jamie. And Dave saying, Jamie, Sunderland will drop off soon, and Leeds always do. Now the ball knocked forward as Watford with the ball into the box as it's cut back, and Watford now come smashing it into the back of the net. Watford with a second goal. Well, it was just chipped forward into the box as it came out towards the near post, this near side post. Watford just played it back in, and the on-running Watford player there managing to smash it into the back of the net to give Watford a 2-1 lead. 41 minutes gone. It's Plymouth 1, Watford 2. Well, Watford certainly up for this one. Jack saying my picture is me at Wembley. Yeah, no, I can't see obviously what exactly it is. Jack, it just obviously we've had a few Jacks call in over the time we've been building Fanden, so I wasn't sure if it was you or a new Jack, but obviously I do now. But thank you, Jack, and I'll try and have a look at it at when I can see it better at another time. Dave saying nice one, Jack. Thank you, Dave. And Jack saying, Crawley, the Crew playoff final. Now Plymouth with the possession. Midway inside the Watford half. Watford challenge for it. They've won it back here, Watford. Now it's knocked forward as Plymouth intercept it midway inside their own half. Now it's knocked out wide on this near side as Plymouth now chip the ball long down the field, looking to play it out to the opposite side. It's headed back in the direction it came from by Watford as Plymouth pick up the loose ball. Now Plymouth on the far side, playing it back into the middle. But it's Watford that managed to intercept it. Now Watford playing the ball back up to the halfway line, but it's intercepted by Plymouth as Plymouth come forward again on the far side. Watford trying to make the challenge. Plymouth still with a possession though. As Watford do eventually challenge again, and the referee's blown for the foul. And that's going to be a free kick to Plymouth out on the far side of the field, right next to the touchline, deep inside the Watford half of the field. Dave saying, must have missed that. Sorry, PL. Take care, bro. Thank you, Dave. Dave saying 1-1 en route to my 2-2. Yep. Well, you're certainly en route now, mate. One more goal from Plymouth, and you'd be right if it stays that way. And Jamie saying, Dave, if them drop off points, I piss myself. Okay, thank you, Jamie. Well, we're waiting for this free kick with the referee just having a word with one of the Plymouth players inside the box. And Jack saying Andrew Gray, former Burnley man. Referee blows the whistle now as Plymouth take the free kick. It's crossed into the box, headed away by Watford as Plymouth pick up the loose ball outside the box. It's knocked forward. Oh, there's coming together there. Claims for a foul by the Plymouth fans, but referee doesn't react to it as the ball knocked away out to this near side. Both sets of play trying to win it there as it just goes out of play. And we've got a Plymouth player down. Dave St. Jamie, they do every season. Oh, wow. Just seeing that the Watford player then did actually stand on the Plymouth player. 3 minutes added on at the end of this first half, guys. Now Watford with the ball down the field as it's headed back into the centre of the park. Watford knocking it out wide on the far side as Plymouth come to press the ball. Watford managing to retain it though. As they're trying to come forward here, but quickly closed down as they're forced to cut it back, playing it back to the halfway line. And Jamie laughing at that. Jack saying people judge Rooney because he got Derby relegated. Okay. Oh my God. I thought you was an educated football fan, Jack. I thought you was an educated football fan, mate. Any manager that had been in charge of Derby at that time would have got Derby relegated. Are you forgetting that they was in administration problems at the time? That has a massive impact on players doing well for the club, mate. I thought you was quite an intelligent football fan, Jack. I can't believe you're looking at it like that, mate. With all respect, managers are in an impossible position when a club is in administration. And when Rooney, as you say, got Derby relegated, they was in administration, selling off assets, selling off players if they could, not able to bring players in. That's like trying to swim with your hands tied behind your back. How is a manager meant to keep a team up when he can't invest in the team to improve it? I'm sorry, Jack. With all respect, mate, I'm disappointed to hear you looking at it like that, mate. I really am. But you're entitled to your opinion. I just disagree with that entirely. I think managers in when managers get a lot of blame, let's be honest, they deserve a lot of criticism when the everything is balanced behind the scenes. But you can't blame a manager for getting a team sacked when they're in when they're in an administration position. I don't buy into that. I don't. Um, and I've seen it with my own club. It happened with my own club where the manager was getting all the blame and he was doing it. He was in an impossible situation, couldn't bring players in. The club's trying to sell players while he's trying to keep us in the league. And it's an impossible situation, in my opinion. But as I say, you're entitled to your opinion, Jack. Jamie's saying, Dave, I only say that because someone at work got 2K on Leeds to win the league. Whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, Plymouth have won a free kick here. We played the 3 minutes, but the referee is going to give this free kick to Plymouth. It's about 30 yards from goal. Pretty central, but slightly out to this near side of the field. Well, don't worry, Jamie. Some people have got more money than sense, mate. Plymouth now with the free kick. Ball crossed into the box. It's headed away by Watford as Plymouth win it back midway inside the Watford half. Now it's played out wide on the far side, but no time for another effort from Plymouth as the referee blows the half-time whistle. And at half-time, it has finished. Plymouth 1, Watford 2. Dave saying, and he did fair and he did fare to well at Birmingham. Either Jack, only time will tell if he's a good manager. A great players player doesn't mean they'll be a good manager. No, absolutely, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm just saying. Um, all I'm saying, guys, is I think that we put too much pressure on young managers. Look at Frank Lampard, another example of a manager where he's only been in management a couple of years, and just because of what he achieved in football as a player, some fans just are so naive that they expect that he's going to be able to suddenly just turn into a great manager. So that is proof of that. But I just think that some players or some fans have too much expectation on former players. Just because they did well as a player doesn't mean they're going to do great as a manager. But at the same time, it doesn't help them being having the chance to be a good manager when just because they're a high-profile ex-player, they instantly get that pressure put on them because fans automatically think, well, it's Wayne Rooney or it's Frank Lampard or it's Steven Gerrard. They were great players. So that's automatically going to mean that they're just going to bounce straight into management, hit the ground running, and become great managers. The world doesn't work like that. It's like I just said, it's kind of being a truck driver and then going to be the transport manager. You think you're going to get it all right in the first 2 years of being a transport manager. You're not going to get it right. You're going to have a process of learning, and it's the same with ex players. If they go into management, there's a period of time that they're going to have to learn. They're going to need 2 or 3 years to just learn the job. But it's difficult to learn the job when that expectation and pressure comes on it. Now, for me, I think Frank Lampard has been a fool with some of the jobs that he's taken. He was doing well in his first job, and he decided to move to Chelsea, and that's where it all started to go wrong for him. Same with similar situation with Steven Gerrard. He was doing well at Rangers and thought the grass was greener on the other side just because a Premier League club comes in for him in Aston Villa, and he jumped ship and went to Villa, and it all went wrong for him. You know, sometimes you have to look at what sometimes you have to look at what you've got and not what is, because not the grass is not always greener on the other side. And sometimes these managers, young managers that have been ex-players, I think maybe sometimes they buy into their own ego, their own high profileness, and think, "Oh yes, I can go and do this because I'm Frank Lampard or I'm Steven Gerrard." I think, like I say, I was pretty pleased with Steven Gerrard when I saw him going to the youth academy to learn how to be a manager. And then I thought Rangers was a great position for him. But as soon as he went to Villa, I thought that was a bad decision. Same with Frank Lampard. As soon as he went to Chelsea, I thought it was a bad decision. And Rooney, I don't know. You can't make the same comparison because I don't know. He's not had a Premier League club job yet, has he? But I do think he was given a rough hand at Derby. I do think he was. And I'm not saying that because I've got any favouritism towards him or anything like that. Um, but I think he was in an impossible situation. I really do. But everybody, that's football. We're all entitled to our opinions. That's what football's about. For me, though, guys, I do think when these English managers are coming through that have been ex-players, I do think we need to give them a little bit more understanding that they have to learn the job. You know, um, it's not just gonna click overnight. Could you be a doctor overnight? No, you couldn't. You'd have to go to college and university and spend years studying it and how to do it. So I know football's different. It's a sport, but the point is you've got to learn how to be a manager. You've got to learn the people skills. You've got to learn so much that they probably don't even consider when they're players. Yes, they see some of the management aspects, but there's a lot that they don't see because they're focused on being players. But like I say, football is all about opinions, and I always respect you guys sharing your opinion, even if I don't agree. Right, guys, let's have a look at how that first half has gone in numbers. Right, so let's have a look how that first half has gone in numbers, guys. Just bear with me a second. Come on. Let's get rid of that. Don't forget, guys, if you could, please do hit the thumbs up. Would be appreciated. And thank you very much if you have already. So here we go. Let's get this on the screen. Don't worry if you can't read it. If you're listening in on a small device, guys, I will read it out to you just in case you are. Come on, load up. Why are you being so slow? There we go. So this is how the game has gone in numbers so far, guys. Total shots, 3 for Plymouth, 6 for Watford. Shots on target, 1 for Plymouth, 3 for Watford. Possession, 37% for Plymouth, 63% for Watford. Passes, 140 for Plymouth, 236 for Watford. Pass accuracy, 68% for Plymouth, 83% for Watford. Fouls, 4 for Plymouth, 9 for Watford. Yellow cards, just the 1 against Plymouth. No red cards, thankfully. Offside, none for Plymouth, 3 for Watford. And corners, 1 for Plymouth, 5 for Watford. So Watford clearly having the better of the possession and making better use of it according to the stats. So I'll leave that on the screen for you guys to look at a bit closer. I was up to with the comments. No way am I that far behind. Jack saying 9:40 is early for a home game. Yeah, very early that, Jack. Yes, mate. David's saying 2K, Jamie. I would bet 2p on them. Okay, thank you, Dave. And Jamie is saying, Dave, I know, mate. 2K, lot of money. Certainly is. Certainly is. Dave saying, Jack, no, I got 9:40 train to Norwich, then connect to train to London, Liverpool Street, then another train to Millwall. Should get there by 1 and have my pie, mash, then go to the game for 2:30, 2 or 3 kickoff. Yeah, it's a long. Yeah, it's a lot of switching trains by the sounds of it, Dave. Jack saying because our new stand, we started with 7 away games. Ah, right. Okay. I didn't know you having a new stand, Jack. Thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Thank you, Jack. What stand is it, Jack? What stand is it? Is it one of the stands behind the goal or one of the stands on the side of the pitch? But yeah, that's great to hear you guys getting investment into the stadium. And Dave saying, "Be right back." No worries, Dave. No worries, mate. Jamie saying, "Okay, lad. Thank you, Jamie." Jonathan is with us. Jonathan saying, "Evening all. Come on, Rooney. Don't win. Sacked in the morning." How you doing, Jonathan? Welcome to the show, mate. Pleasure to have you with us. Hope you and your family are well, mate. Welcome to the show. Jamie saying, "Hi, Jonathan. Hope you're well, pal." Thank you, Jamie. And Jonathan returning that same consideration, saying, "Hi, Jamie. Top stuff, guys. Loving the positive vibes." Jonathan is saying, "Don't care what game's on, Gaz. If I'm online, always join in." Well, thank you very much, Jonathan. Always appreciate your support to the channel, and it's always a pleasure to have your conversation and company, mate. Thank you for your kind words. Top man. And Jamie saying, hope you well, mate. Thank you, Jamie. And Jack saying, who's Wrexham got tomorrow? I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. I've not even looked properly at tomorrow's games. I'll be doing it as soon as I'm finished with this one. But thank you. Jonathan saying, home against Exeter. All right. Oh, that's winnable, isn't it, Jonathan? That's a winnable game. What is going on with this? I'm pressing it and it's being so laggy. Sorry, guys. Computer annoying me. Jonathan saying Exeter. Thank you, mate. Jack saying good luck. Thank you, Jack. Jonathan saying third. V's ninth, hoping it's an easy win for a change. Okay, fair enough, Jonathan. Well, I think you guys have been pretty good this season. You're punching with no disrespect intended, mate. I think you guys are punching above your weight. Recently newly promoted, and obviously you guys are giving a really good account of yourself. So everything seems to be pretty positive for Wrexham at the moment, mate. Could be much worse. That's the way to look at it sometimes. And I'm sure you've seen much worse. Jonathan saying, thank you, Jack. Awesome. Thank you, Jonathan. And Jonathan also saying, who your team got this weekend? And Jack is saying they just played. Why is this thing not responding when I'm doing it? Jack saying they just played Crawley, I think. Dave saying back. Hello, Jonathan. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. And Jack saying Chelmsford City. Not expecting you to know them. Thank you, Jack. And Jonathan saying I do, mate. Cool. Jonathan saying hello, Dave. Awesome. Loving the positive vibes, guys. Jonathan saying Southern leagues are they? Southern League are they, Jack? Not a club I'm very familiar. I have heard of them, but not a club I'm familiar with. Davey saying, Jonathan, how's work? Yeah, Jonathan, are you working tonight or you got the night off? Because I know you do work a lot of late evenings sometimes. Jonathan saying, busy, mate. Well, hopefully it be worth it when you get to the Christmas holidays. Have a bit of recovery time, mate. Jonathan saying, debt recovery, always busy. Right. Dave saying, no comment. Well, easy comment is don't get debt. If you haven't earned it, don't buy it. But that's just me. I don't believe in credit. Live my life. Don't want to have my life dictated to by a load of credit companies. So I don't bother. If I haven't got it, I don't buy it. But that's just me. Jamie is saying 3 minutes added on. Jamie, need a pee and a coffee. Jack saying National League South. Thank you, Jack. Dave saying, Jamie, I just did both. Okay, fair enough, Dave. And Jamie saying, be right back. No worries, Jamie. No worries, mate. Jonathan saying, Lampard jumped out of Derby and stitched Rooney up as he was looking for his job, and Lampard recommended him to take over. Now, that's a fair comment. Yeah, that's you make a fair point there, Jonathan. I don't know if it was a deliberate stitch up. I don't know. Obviously, we don't know all the details, do we? We don't know if Lampard had a clue that that was coming, that the club was in that kind of trouble. I'm presuming he did have some kind of clue that the club was in that kind of trouble. So that, yeah, you could be right with that, Jonathan. It's hard to say, obviously, because we don't know what went on behind the scenes. But yeah, you'd think being ex-England teammates, you would think that maybe Lampard would give Rooney a bit of warning of the club's situation and but like I say, we don't know what's been said behind the scenes or what wasn't said or whatever. But yeah, I would say that's probably a reasonably fair way to look at it, Jonathan. Thank you, mate. So players back on the field as we're about to get back underway. Plymouth to get us kicked off for the second half as Plymouth now play the ball back to the edge of their own box. Goalkeeper now with the possession. It's knocked down the field. Let's get rid of that. Put the radar back on the screen for you guys. If my computer starts responding a bit quicker. Watford have won it back on the edge of the centre circle. Jack saying, I didn't say I did. I love that. I said people, other people. Yeah, actually, yep, fair enough, Jack. Yep, I stand corrected, mate. You did. But you seem to be going along with it. That was the impression that your comment gave. But I stand corrected, Jack. So my apologies, mate. And didn't mean to offend. I was just shocked that you was taking that into serious consideration with the way that you put it. But fair enough, Jack. My apologies, mate. Well, we've just had Plymouth having a shot from the edge of the box there, but it went straight over the crossbar. Now Watford trying to build out from the back as the ball knocked out wide on that far side. Plymouth trying to challenge. Watford come towards the edge of the box here as they try and play it in, but it's intercepted by Plymouth. Now Plymouth knocking the ball long up the field as they come forward now. Watford scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball, but as Plymouth tried to play it out wide on the far side, it was intercepted by Watford. Now Watford playing the ball forward on the far side as they race towards the edge of the box here. Plymouth trying to challenge. Watford managing to retain it. Oh, they cut it back there and it's cut out, intercepted. Plymouth playing it into the box as it rolls all the way through to the goalkeeper. And they've left the Watford player down on the edge of the box there. So, yeah, my apologies, Jack. I stand corrected, mate. My apologies. Thank you. Jack is saying, Plymouth now on the charge down this near side. Ball crossed in. Watford managed to knock it away, and it's gone out on this near side for a throw into Plymouth deep inside the Watford half. Jack saying, I'm a United fan who was born in the 2000s. Love Rooney. Thank you, Jack. The Watford player's back on his feet now as the Plymouth player fans booing him. So now we get back to the throw-in on this near side for Plymouth, deep inside the Watford half. Jonathan saying, I would love to see Rooney do well in Britain. People slate him, and he carried United and England and won lots. Well, yeah, no, that's a fair comment, Jonathan. I'd like, listen, guys, seriously, guys, I have no problem with fans calling out Rooney, Lampard, Gerrard if they become bad managers. I've no problem with that. I just think too many people are calling them out too early. That's all I'm saying. They only retired from playing a few years back, and they've only just been feeling their way into management. So I just think, why would we not want to see English ex players that are English or Scottish or even Welsh? doing well and potentially, becoming great managers in the future. Nothing, don't get me wrong. I think some of the foreign managers are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. But instead of it being Pep Guardiola vs Klopp or Pep Guardiola vs Arteta, I would like to see it be Pep Guardiola v Lampard or Pep Guardiola v Gerrard. Not right now, obviously, but in time, I would like to see English managers being high profile managers being up there and considered a great manager in the future, at least one of them. And none of them are ever going to achieve it if us as fans expect too much from them too soon. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they're going to be great managers. I'm not saying they're going to be crap managers. I'm just, from my perspective, I just wish fans would show a little bit more understanding. We're all knowledgeable. We all show great knowledge in football on many of an occasion. I just think we should show that knowledge when we consider how a manager is doing, especially an ex-player that's still young in management. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not criticising people that want to criticise managers. That's fair enough. That's the prerogative or the right, if you like, of being a football fan. I just think we should be showing our football knowledge to just give them a bit of time to learn the job without putting too much expectation on them. That's all I'm saying. But everybody's entitled to an opinion. That's what football's about. Watford now with the possession. As they come forward, ball played out towards the far side. Now coming into the box, trying to take it to the byline as they try to get the crossing, but it's blocked off by Plymouth. And that's gone behind for a corner on the far side to Watford. But yep, you make a good point there, Jonathan. Thank you for that, mate. Jonathan saying Phil Parkinson needs a big, massive shout out. Give a manager time and see the progress. Yeah, fair enough, Jonathan. Yeah, that's a fair shout. Although he didn't do particularly well when he managed my club, but he did. To be fair to him, he didn't have the best of circumstances when he managed Bolton, so I'll cut him some slack there. Now Plymouth have managed to intercept it. Watford wasted that corner opportunity. Now Plymouth coming forward as they play the ball out towards that far side. Now racing into the Watford half. Watford pressed all the way back to the edge of their own box here as Plymouth play it into the middle. Now switching the play out to this near side. As they come towards the edge of the box, it's just cut back. As now Plymouth with a shot that's blocked off as the ball deflects up the field. And now Plymouth winning it back on the edge of the centre circle. Now it's crossed up into the box as it just goes past everybody out towards this near side. But Plymouth managing to keep the ball in play. Sorry, guys. Ball crossed in. It's knocked away. Plymouth coming again. As the ball crossed back into the box. It's deep. And it just bounces out to that far side as Watford managed to come away with it. Now Watford racing up the field. As Plymouth scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball here. And the Watford's gone down on the far side. Well, that looked a little bit of a cynical challenge. I want to see that again. Did he actually get contact or was that a dive? Well, it is a foul. Well, I don't know if it is actually, because when we're seeing it slowed down, there is minimal contact. I think he got his own feet trapped up there rather than actually getting a foul off Gibson. But Lewis Gibson is booked by the referee, the Plymouth player, but I think he's harshly done by that. Thank you, Jonathan. Jonathan saying Wrexham AFC. Thank you, mate. Jack is saying I like Carrick as a manager. Yeah, we forgot about Carrick. Yeah, he's doing reasonably well so far, isn't he? Good shout, Jack. Now, Watford with the free kick on the far side of the field. Ball crossed into the box. It's deep as it bounces behind an out of play. And that's going to be a goal kick to Plymouth. Not the best delivery into the box. It was a good delivery, but too much pace on it. And the players just couldn't keep it in play. Jonathan saying he is Mint Jack. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, that's a good shout, that. Jonathan saying he's doing wonders at Middlesbrough. Now the ball knocked up the field as Plymouth now with a shot from outside the box on that far side, but the goalkeeper manages to punch it away. As both sets of players trying to win it further up the field. Watford managing to get the ball under control. As now Watford racing forward down the centre, surrounded by Plymouth players there. As Plymouth managed to win it back. Now Plymouth playing the ball out wide on the far side. As they try to play it forward, quickly pressed there by Watford. As Plymouth still coming forward here, but the referee blows for a foul. Has he blown for the foul, or is that for the ball going out of play? I think Plymouth might have just run the ball out of play there. Yeah, it's the ball. He couldn't keep the ball in play. So it's the throwing on the far side for Watford. Dave saying Rooney will always be a favourite player of mine. He was different class. Thank you, Dave. Yep, good shout, mate. Yeah, he certainly worked hard. We need players like that in today's game, to be fair. Players that put a shift in. It's a dying breed these days. David saying Borough will be in the playoffs. Well, if they can keep all their players fit, I think you make a good shout there, Dave. I think a big part of who's going to make it to the playoffs or stay in the mix at the top of the table, I think a big part of that will be played by injuries as well. Because, like I say, we all know, guys, we all know in the Championship, the intensity of games can have an effect on injuries. So let's hope that we have a season with less injury problems for teams trying to get promoted this season. Now, Watford with the ball played forward as he raced into the Plymouth box. Plymouth scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball here as Watford cut it back and trying to get some space there to get the shot off, but it's deflected away as Watford win it back further up the field. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as they come towards the edge of the box here. It's crossed in, shot! And, well, I thought that was a cross, but it ended up being a shot and a good save by the Plymouth goalkeeper as it's deflected wide. Jack saying I was lucky enough to see Rooney score his last goal at Old Trafford in the ground, even if it was a 1-1 draw with Swansea. Awesome, Jack. Yeah, awesome, mate. That's a memory to treasure. Jack saying was the first time I went to Old Trafford, May 2017. Now, Watford with the ball crossed into the box as it's Plymouth that managed to knock it away up the field. Ball just bounces out on that far side for a throw-in. Midway inside the Watford half of the field. Dave saying, cool Jack, I saw him play at Wembley for England. Awesome. Jack saying, side of the pitch stand, and we got one behind the goal that opened in March. Side of the pitch stand. Awesome, Jack. Well, as I presume that's increased the capacity then, mate. That's cool. That's really good to hear a non-league club investing in stadium infrastructure. That's a positive sign for a club up and coming, mate. Plymouth now with the possession on this near side. Thank you for letting me know, Jack. Jack saying I've only been Old Trafford twice. 1-1 against Swansea 2017, 1-1 against Saints 2022. Jack saying Jimmy Greaves played for Chelmsford. Jamie's back. Welcome back, Jamie. Jack saying welcome back, Jamie. Thank you, Jack. Jonathan saying I'm in work in the morning, but home at lunchtime, 12 p.m. Then Sunday off, back in on Monday at 1 p.m. Feel for you there, Jonathan. Always difficult when you're starting late in the day. It's better sometimes. I think maybe I don't know if you like me, but I like to get my work done early, and then you can at least have some of the day to yourself to relax. But unfortunately, some jobs are not like that, are they, mate? But enjoy your Sunday off, Jonathan. I hope you managed to get a bit of rest, mate. Jamie saying, thanks, Jack. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. And Jonathan saying, I have looked through some live videos of what you've done in the past when at games. All right. All right. You're talking on the channel. Thank you, Jonathan. Top man. Thank you. Appreciate you taking a look at some of the older content. Yeah, well, I hope to go to some more games at some point in the future. Just money's really tight at the moment because it's costing me money. Obviously to do the live streams to the intensity that I'm doing with the equipment that I need. So obviously the channel not covering that cost at the moment, so it's making it difficult to find extra money to go to games. But I'm sure I'll get to that at some point. Get back to that at some point in the future. But thank you for taking a look back at some of the older content, Jonathan. You are a gentleman, mate. And Jack saying Peter Bonnet is the biggest name that's connected to Worthing FC. Grew up here, started in our youth. 500 games for Chelsea. Awesome. Watford with the possession. It's played out wide on this near side. As Plymouth come to press the ball. Watford just cutting it back there. Now Watford switching the play out to the far side as they come forward. Plymouth trying to press to win it back, but Watford working the way through the press as they race towards the byline, but the ball just gets away from them there as it goes behind, and that will be a Plymouth goal kick. Jonathan saying they were brill. Love the fans' reaction. Thank you, Jonathan. Very kind of you to say, mate. Yeah, like I say, I do hope to do some more of that in the future, mate. Just at the moment, like I say, the budget is really tight at the moment, so it's not leaving me much room to go to games, unfortunately. But I, to be honest, I've went to a lot of games when I was younger, and now my work commitments obviously make it much more difficult to get to games as well. So it's a combination of factors basically that's impacting that. But as I say, I hope to do some more of that in the future, mate. But thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for your kind words, and I appreciate you looking back over some of the older content, mate. Top man. Dave is saying, "Oh yeah, oh you're back, Jamie. Thank you, Dave. Yep, he's back." Jamie saying, laughing at Dave. Now Plymouth with the possession on this near side. Ball chipped into the centre of the field. It's headed on there. Watford knock it back up to the halfway line. Plymouth managing to intercept it. So now Plymouth on the far side, just trying to come forward as Watford press the ball. Plymouth forced to play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now Plymouth trying to build again from the halfway line. Ball played forward down the centre as it's knocked out wide to this near side. Now Plymouth with the ball crossed in. It's deep as it just goes past everybody and bounces out to the opposite side. But Plymouth managing to keep the ball in play as now they come again. Shot comes in from the edge of the box and the goalkeeper gets down low at the far post and makes the save. That was quite clever, that, because it looked like he was going to try and chip it into his teammates, but he just raced into the box about a yard inside the box and decided to take the shot. But an equally good save by the Watford goalkeeper. Dave saying, did you have to milk the cow? Yeah. And Jamie saying, Dave, not tonight. It's too cold for it. Yeah. It's fresh. Now Plymouth back with the possession on the edge of their own box. Ball knocked out towards this near side as Plymouth just cut it back into the middle. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as Plymouth come forward, racing into the Watford half. Long crossfield ball out to the far side as it just bounces out of play there. And that's going to be a throw into Plymouth about 5 or 10 yards from the corner flag on the far side of the field. Plymouth now with the throw in. Ball back in play. Watford have challenged for it there as Watford come away with it, playing it forward, but it's intercepted by Plymouth on the halfway line. Now Plymouth playing it into the centre circle. I say switch the play out to this near side. Now coming forward as Watford push back towards the edge of their own box here. Plymouth taking it towards the byline. Ball crossed in. It's deep again as the ball just bounces out on the far side and goes out for a throw-in. Apologies, guys, if you notice the radar on the screen is slightly ahead of what I'm seeing on the TV. But I always put it on to keep you guys better informed. It's just that I have no control over its time. But like I say, rather than just having the team selection on the screen, I always try to put the radar on the screen so it helps keep you guys better informed what's going on in the game, and plus the fact you're not totally relying on my commentary skills. But I just thought I'd let you know, if you're new to the channel, listening in the background, if I could have it at the same time, if I could do that, believe you me, I would, guys. We've got a Plymouth player down at the moment, receiving treatment. So it gives me a chance to read out one or two of your comments. Jonathan is saying, Jack, I moved to Manchester in the 90s, didn't support City United, but in pubs, no one talks to me as I had now to say City United, so had to make a choice and choose United. Nah, Jonathan, you should have been the oddball, mate. You should have said I'm a Bolton fan. Nothing better than I love walking in Manchester with a Bolton shirt on. Nothing better. All those glory hunting United and City fans, let them come and argue with me because I love giving it them. They know I've made a few people when I've walked in Manchester with a Bolton shirt. I've made a few United fans and City fans walk off with the ump. Especially City fans, they don't like being reminded that their club's an oil baron. Morgan Whittaker is going off here, injured for Plymouth. And Callum Wright is going to be coming on. So Englishman for Englishman here. Jonathan is saying, good choice. No, you should have said anything. Or you could have said Salford, mate. You should have said Salford or FC United. I'd have just relished in what, mind you, that's just me. I enjoy winding up some of the particular City fans. Well, that's just me. I always got plenty to talk about when I go into Manchester talking to City and United fans. I love winding them up and letting them go. Because one thing, if you've noticed, Jonathan, if you live in Manchester, mate, one thing you must have noticed is that a lot of United fans and City fans can take the praise. They can't take the criticism very well, though. I'm sure you must have noticed that, mate. They get very defensive when you start to point out a few criticisms. So we're back underway. Watford now with the possession, played up to the halfway line. Plymouth trying to challenge that as it's knocked out wide on the far side. Ball played long down the field as it bounces all the way back to the Plymouth goalkeeper. Jonathan saying, looked at both teams and only Welsh players was Giggs. Very true, Jonathan. Although I think United have had Welsh players in the past. Was that so? That might have been around the time. That might have been around the time that City had a Welsh manager. He is Welsh, isn't he? I'm sure he's Welsh. I've forgotten his damn name now. The manager that came in first when City first got their oil money. What was he called now? I forgot his damn name. Oh, I can't believe it. I know his face. His face is right in my mind. I just can't think of his damn name. Told you I'm bad with names, me guys. Watford now playing the ball forward. Plymouth trying to challenge. Watford just managed to retain it. And eventually playing it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now it's knocked long up the field. There's both sets of players trying to win it there inside the centre circle. It's Plymouth that come away with it. Now Plymouth with the possession. It's played out wide on this near side as they come towards the edge of the box here. Watford pressing to win it back. Plymouth with the ball crossed in deep as it's just headed wide. And that's going to be a goal kick. Jonathan saying, and United were in red. Fair enough, Jonathan. Yep, that's fair enough, mate. Jamie saying, I love to see more English, Scotland, and Welsh managers for this country. Yep, me too, Jamie. Me too, mate. Got to agree with you there, mate. Thank you, Jamie. So Watford now trying to play out from the back. And say, now work the ball out wide on the far side. It's knocked up towards the halfway line as Watford still coming forward here, playing the ball in behind the Plymouth defence, but Plymouth just managing to knock the ball back to the goalkeeper. As the goalkeeper chips it out wide on this near side. Watford couldn't keep the ball under control, and it's gone out for a throw into Plymouth midway inside their own half on this near side of the field. Now Plymouth with the ball back in play. Dave saying, yeah, I agree, Jamie. Thank you, Dave. Yep, good shout that. Thank you, guys. Jonathan saying, Jack, in Rooney's last game, who scored for Swansea? Can you remember? Now, Plymouth with the ball crossed into the box. It's intercepted by Watford. Watford clearing their lines as they knock the ball up the field. Plymouth just managing to get back and head the ball back to their goalkeeper. Now Plymouth trying to come again. Ball played up towards the edge of the centre circle. As Plymouth now knock it out wide on this near side, racing forward, working the ball up towards the edge of the Watford box. Watford just keeping the bodies back behind here as it's all Plymouth at the moment. Plymouth playing it back into the centre. Watford challenged for it, managed to knock it away as it's won back by Plymouth on the edge of the centre circle. Now Plymouth trying to build again. Watford just happy to let them have it as it's played out wide on this near side. Just get the feeling that Watford might be trying to settle for what they've got here, but that's a dangerous game as they only have that one goal advantage. Plymouth playing it all the way back to the goalkeeper as Watford pressing the ball well. Now Plymouth with the possession as they charge forward, trying to knock the ball out wide on that far side. It takes a deflection, but Plymouth still managed to come away with it. As now they edge the way forward. It's crossed out wide to this near side with a long crossfield ball and just headed back up the field as it bounces out on this near side for a throw-in about 5 yards from the halfway line. Don't forget, guys, if you could, please do hit that like button if you like us covering your team or this game. And thank you very much if you have already. We are currently on 73 and a half minutes gone. It's Plymouth 1, Watford 2. First half was quite eventful, end-to-end game. It's been a pretty good second half, just not with quite the same intensity. But still a decent half of football so far. As Watford have just made a substitution. Jonathan saying, Jack, I read that. Jack saying, goofy free kick. De Gea just stood watching it go in. Well, you've got a great memory there, Jack, unless you've Googled it. Jonathan saying, mint memory. I can't remember yesterday. Yeah. Same here, Jonathan. Jack saying, my first time at Old Trafford. Never forget. Yep, fair enough, mate. Well, the ball's knocked out wide on that far side. It's gone out for a throw-in. The pace of the game has just dropped off a bit at the moment, guys. Ball back in play. It's headed out of play again on the far side, further up the field. Davy's saying tomorrow will be fun and games as it's sold out. I'm wearing my Millwall Christmas onesie to Millwall. Half time, P break will be an experience. Fair enough, Dave. Fair enough, mate. And Jack's laughing at that. Jack saying, Rooney last goal scorer at White Hart Lane. You've certainly got a good memory there, Jack. Ball played up the field. Well, it's gone all the way back to the Plymouth goalkeeper there. That's now Plymouth trying to build from the back. Ball played forward. Oh, it's won back by Watford there on the edge of the centre circle. Jamie's saying, Dave, Christian top. It's too early, mate. Christmas top too early. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as Plymouth play it forward. Coming towards the edge of the box there. Watford managed to knock it away up the field. Now both sets of players trying to win it there. Watford come away with it. Now Watford charging forward as Plymouth were limited bodies behind the ball. Watford managed to knock it on as he come into the box. Shot comes in and the goalkeeper manages to make the save as the ball deflected behind. And that's going to be a corner to Watford on this near side. Dave saying, Jack, big winter Millwall hat, scarf and gloves, woolly boots. Well, it does get pretty fresh on the terraces. Dave saying, Jamie, grow up. It's never too late to start Christmas spirit. Remember, I'm usually hanging out with Peter Pan. Jamie's saying, Dave, good luck on that. You'll be in newspaper on Monday morning with your Christmas top on. Yeah. Well, the corner wasted that. So it's knocked away. Watford with a long range shot, but that's a poor effort as it's gone behind, and that's going to be a Plymouth goal kick. Dave is saying, Jamie, a Christmas onesie, not a Christian top. I don't wear a Reverend's dog collar. And Jack saying, let them all come down to the den. Jamie liking that. Jamie saying, who's a good boy? Jack saying 1-0 to Rooney's boys, Dave. Oh, sorry. My apologies there, Jonathan. I didn't notice you'd give a Snapchat donation. What a gentleman. Thank you very much, Jonathan. That's very generous of you, mate. You are an absolute gentleman. Jonathan saying, peer character jumping up and down. He's put an emoji in there. Apologies, Jonathan. As you can see, that's how it's coming up, how it's highlighted on the screen, mate. That's how it's coming up in the chat for me. But thank you, Jonathan. Really appreciate your generosity. You are an absolute star, mate. What a guy. Really appreciate that, mate, as it is coming close to Christmas. So obviously a lot of expense for you guys with Christmas coming closer. So thank you very much, Jonathan. You are an absolute star, mate. Top man. What a start. Really appreciate your generosity there, mate. Thank you. Oh, Plymouth there coming into the box as they get the shot off. Oh, it's just gone wide. That's a close one. Just goes wide. And that's going to be a corner. I didn't see the deflection, but it's corner to Plymouth on the far side of the field. Now the ball crossed in. It's knocked away by the keeper. As Plymouth, well, they got a second opportunity there as it was, the ball just goes flying over the top of the crossbar. Not the best effort. So that will be a goal kick to Watford. So, yep, thank you, Jonathan. Really appreciate that, mate. Really is appreciated. What a guy. Absolute classic guy. I wouldn't have expected it at this time of year, so close to Christmas, as I know it's expensive. And obviously, with working hard for every penny you guys earn, and the cost of living at the moment is just crazy, isn't it? But absolutely, massively appreciated, Jonathan. And I can let you know that any donations that we're getting at the moment are going towards new equipment. So that is a big help, mate. Thank you. Top man. Jonathan saying, hope that helps. It does help a lot, Jonathan. Very much so, mate. As I say, any donations you guys are giving at the moment are going towards the cost of building the channel and obviously equipment that we need. So it's a massive help, mate. You're an absolute star. Really appreciate your generosity, especially at an expensive time of year, mate. So thank you very much. Oh, now Watford on the charge as they race forward, playing it into the centre circle. Now it's worked out wide on this near side as Watford racing towards the edge of the box. Plymouth scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball here. As Watford still with the possession, but Plymouth managed to get bodies back now. As Watford just with the possession on this near side. As they try to find some space. Plymouth pressing the ball. Now Watford trying to play it in behind there, but Plymouth knock it out on this near side for throwing to Watford about, I think it's about 10 yards from the corner flag, maybe slightly more. Watford now with the ball back in play as it's played towards the byline and Plymouth just let it roll out of play. And that will be a goal kick to Plymouth as they try and build from the back. So thank you once again, Jonathan. You are an absolute star, mate. Top man. Jamie is saying, Jack Kane, who's them playing? Jack Kane, who them playing? Not quite following you there, Jamie. Sorry, mate. Dave's saying, Jonathan, clap it. Absolutely. Thank you, Dave. And Jack is saying, Augsburg. He's thrown me off with a Jack Kane. Who then playing? Augsburg. Did I miss something? I must have missed. Right. You're talking about Harry Kane. My bad. Now, Watford with the possession on the far side as they play it forward. It's a long crossfield ball out to this near side. Plymouth trying to make the challenge there as Watford played into the box and Plymouth have deflected it behind. No, I think it ricocheted off the Watford play there. The referee's giving it as a goal kick. Jamie saying, thank you, Jonathan. Top lad. Absolutely. Thank you, Jamie. Yep, well said, mate. And Jack saying, the new den is 80 miles from here. And Dave saying, Dave saying, Gaz with his Bolton top on and Stevie with his Berry top. Yeah, Stevie don't mind arguing with United fans. Oh, Stevie proper gives it Proper gives it And he can do because his club's not a glory hunting club, is it? It's not a club that's aspiring to have oil barons and rich owners. It's just a normal little local town club. So he can give it them large, and they hate that. They hate that. A lot of the United fans and City fans. I think it's because they know that, particular City fans, because they know they used to be a similar type of club, a very community-based club, but things have changed over the years, haven't they? David saying, Jack, in 128 miles away from the Den. Whoa, that's quite a distance, Dave. Ball's knocked out of play on this near side for Plymouth throwing. Midway inside the Watford half. Now Plymouth with the possession. As it's played back towards the goalkeeper. Dave saying, Yeah, I got that. No worries, Dave. Thank you, mate. Jack saying, Worthington playing Crawley and Chant. You Fair enough. Fair enough. Jack, yep. I don't think we're all Northerners because Dave's from the south. Obviously, he's a proud London lad. So I think, so, and obviously Dylan, who comes in as well. He's from the south coast, a a Portsmouth fan. So it just happens to be that a lot of the regular fan dinners are from the north. I think that's all, mate. But we do have some of the football community from the south coming, getting, being part of the fan den community, mate. Jonathan saying Mark Hughes. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Thank you, Jonathan. I couldn't think of it, mate. I'm picturing his face. I just, for some reason, we've not heard about him for a while, so I think that's maybe why his name just slipped out of my mind. We've not heard much about him for a while, have we? So, but yeah, thank you, Jonathan. Top man. Yeah. So I could picture his face in my mind. I just couldn't put a name to the face. But like I say, we've not heard about him for a while, have we? But thank you, Jonathan. Now Plymouth with the throw-in on the far side. Ball back in play. Watford have knocked it out of play. It's very scrappy this now in this last 10, 15 minutes. We've had so many set pieces, set plays, just free kicks in not great positions. Loads of throw-ins. Watford now with the ball thrown long down the field. Plymouth challenge for it. Plymouth coming away with it. Thank you again, Jonathan. Jonathan is saying Welsh managers, ex-Man United. That's Manchester City. That manager at City. Yep, that's the one, Jonathan. Yeah, he did manage Wales as well, didn't he, for a while? Did he, am I remembering rightly? Didn't he manage Blackburn as well at one point? Or am I getting confused? I'm sure he managed Blackburn at one point as well. It's easy to lose track, though, isn't it, with the managerial merry-go-round? So, Ryan Porteous has been booked, the Scotland player there for Watford. Now the ball knocked up the field as Plymouth goes straight into the goalkeeper's waiting arms there, and that relieves the pressure momentarily for Watford. Thank you, thank you, Jonathan. Jamie saying, I love pissing off a lad at work. He's an Owls club. He's a what? Owls, I think that is, club fan. Sorry, City. Now he don't talk to me. I put on my Van Oil Manchester City club a joke. He don't talk to you just because you have a bit of banter with him. Tell him to get a life, mate. Tell him to get a life. Flipping out, that's pathetic from an adult. It's all a bit of a laugh, in it. You know, you have a bit of banter and you wind each other up. You keep it friendly. Nothing wrong with that. Whenever I wind up any fans around, in and around me when I'm doing my day, it's always a bit of banter. If I see they're taking it too serious, then I back off. Do you know what I mean? Some fans, unfortunately, some fans just can't take that. They do, you know, they take the game too seriously. You know, at the end of the day, what do we support football for? We support it because we love our clubs, but we also want to use the love of our clubs to have a little bit of banter, a little bit of friendly banter with opposition fans. If you can't take it, don't. Some fans are just so pathetic, aren't they? How they can't take it. So I'm sorry to hear that, Jonathan. Sorry, Jamie. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. It sounds like he's a bit of a shallow person if he can't take a bit of friendly banter. Dave saying class player was Hughes. Yeah, he was. I only remember the tail end of his career, Dave, because obviously at that time I was only a kid myself when he was playing. So I only remember glimpses of him when I was a youngster. So I don't remember it. But yeah, I believe he was a pretty good player in his day. Thank you, Dave. Ball's out of play on the far side for another throw into Watford, deep inside the Plymouth half. We've got 5 minutes added on at the end of this second half. Now the ball back in play. Watford taking it to the byline. So Plymouth trying to challenge for it. Watford trying to keep it in the corner flag there. The referee blows for a foul. Dave laughing at Jamie. Jamie's saying, Dave, I park up next to him. He looks at it every day. Oh, now Plymouth on the attack. Ball played into the box as it's knocked away by Watford. And the ball goes out on this near side for a throw into Plymouth deep inside the Watford half of the field. If you are just joining us, guys, we're into added on time. It's Plymouth 1, Watford 2. Plymouth now with a long throw into the box. It's headed away. Now the ball worked out wide on this near side as Watford have ended up knocking it out of play, and that's going to be another throw into Plymouth midway inside the Watford half on this near side of the field. Don't forget, guys, if you could, please do hit that like button if you like us covering your team or this game. And thank you very much if you have already. We've got a Watford player gone down in the middle of the pitch here. The Plymouth fans not happy about this as they think this is just time wasting. I don't know why he went down there. No obvious injury or nothing. Jamie is saying, Dave, I park up. I read that, didn't I? Now Plymouth with a long throw into the box. It's headed away. Plymouth winning it back outside the box. Now it's chipped out wide on the far side, headed into the box as it's just, well, they tried to head it towards goal there, but it's just gone wide of the far post. And that will be a goal kick to Watford. We're into the final 2 minutes of added on time. Jack saying, you see little ones down here supporting City and their dad supporting Chelsea or Arsenal. Well, that doesn't surprise me, unfortunately, mate. That doesn't surprise me that the youngsters are following City. Double substitution here for Watford. Bahi and Morris coming off, and Serralata coming on, if that's pronounced Serralata, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Jamie's saying the half drops off a little bit. Yep, absolutely. Yep, good shout, Jamie. It's not been in the same intensity in this second half as what we saw in the first half. Jack is saying most people in Worthington are from London or from up north. That's had to move down for work like my dad. All right, fair enough, Jack. Now the ball knocked up the field by the Watford goalkeeper. Both sets of players trying to win it there. Plymouth managing to get the ball down, but it's Watford almost coming away with it as they knock it out wide. Plymouth on the far side intercept it as Watford make the challenge, and the referee's blown for a foul there. So free kick to Plymouth on the far side of the field, inside their own half. Goalkeeper's coming out to take it. Now the ball knocked long down the field as Watford head it back in the direction it came from. Plymouth managing to intercept it. Now Plymouth with the ball knocked out wide on this near side as Plymouth coming towards the edge of the box here, looking for some space. Watford make the challenge as Watford knock it away out to this near side. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that's going to be a Plymouth throw-in. Long throw towards the box. Headed up into the air by Watford. So it's now Plymouth coming towards the edge of the box. It's knocked out wide on the far side. Ball shot towards goal. Oh, Plymouth with a late equaliser. Smashed into the top corner of the net from the far side of the goal. Plymouth 2, Watford 2. What a goal for Plymouth in the dying moments of the game to level the score. While Watford can only have their self to blame, as it became obvious through much of this second half of the game that they seem to have the attitude, what we have, we hold. And if they'd have gone for it, they could have maybe killed the game off, but they didn't. And they allowed Plymouth to come onto them, sitting back, trying to defend the lead that they had. And now they paid the price as Plymouth snatch the late equaliser. Plymouth 2, Watford 2, and no time to respond for Watford as we have now played 96 minutes. There was 5 minutes added on, and we're already a minute over the added on time. And there goes the final whistle as Plymouth managed to snatch a point when it looked like they were going to be on the receiving end of a defeat at home. They managed to grab the late equaliser as it finishes Plymouth 2, Watford 2. What a game. And was it Dave? I think it was Dave that said 2-2, or Jamie, I can't remember. But one of you guys got it right. Dave is saying it has JW. I might get my 2-2. You did, Dave. You did, mate. Congratulations on the correct score prediction, mate. And Jamie saying, Dave, you say 2-2 may have it. He did. He did, absolutely. Right, guys, let's have a quick look at the full-time match stats, and we'll also have a look at what that result has done to the league table. Before you do go as well, guys, if you could, please do hit the like button and consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. And a big thank you to all you guys that come and got involved in the show tonight. It's a regular fan dinners. Thank you for your fantastic support, and thank you to you guys that may be new to the channel who've been listening in the background. We'd love you to come and get involved in the Fan Den community chat. If you see that we have the 10-minute subscriber restriction on, that is not because we don't want you to get involved. That is because we want good fans coming getting involved to add to the fantastic community that we've already built. So we keep the 10-minute, the newly introduced 10-minute restriction on to try to minimize how many idiots come and get involved, to keep the Fan Den community chat positive for you guys that enjoy being part of a positive fan community. So if that sounds good to you listening, if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. So here's how the game has gone in numbers, guys. After that full-time whistle, as I say, we will have a look at the table in a moment. Total shots, 10 for Plymouth, 12 for Watford. Shots on target, 3 for Plymouth, 5 for Watford. Possession, 47% for Plymouth, 53% for Watford. Passes, 362 for Plymouth, 408 for Watford. Pass accuracy, 77% for Plymouth, 81% for Watford. Fouls, 5 against Plymouth, 13 against Watford. Yellow cards, 2 for Plymouth, 1 for Watford. Red cards, none. Offsides, 2 against Plymouth, 4 against Watford. And corners, 2 for Plymouth, 8 for Watford. So let's have a look at what that's done to the table. As you can see, Watford in 5th position on 16 points, 8 wins, 2 draws, 6 defeats on 26 points. So 26 points means still only 5 points behind Sunderland at the top of the table. So Watford still could mount a challenge into the top half into the top two if they can start putting a consistent run of wins together. But for Watford, obviously, it'd be disappointing to concede that late goal. But obviously, even though it's disappointing, they got to admit it sometimes, guys. They invited the pressure. They didn't go for it enough in the second half. They really had a right go at Plymouth in the second half, in the first half, but in the second half, Watford seemed to sit back and invite the pressure. And in the end, they were punished for it. Let's have a look what that's done for Plymouth further down the table. As you can see, that point gives Plymouth a little bit of a boost as they've now played 16 games, 4 wins, 5 draws, 7 defeats on 17 points. Obviously, that's a win and a draw in the last 2 games. So hopefully Plymouth can start to build some momentum off the back of that. It's Andrew Gray, the player for Plymouth that's been given the man of the match. So, yeah, Plymouth just edged themselves a little bit further away from that bottom 3. But still work for Plymouth to do as they are only 2 points clear of the relegation zone. So they still need to grind out more results, but not giving up as they showed tonight will certainly give them a chance to obviously keep themselves fighting till the end of the season. Try and quickly catch up with his comment. Jack saying Elton John's Team Watford. Thank you, Jack. Piolo saying apologies, folks. That's us family free again. Granddaughter asleep. No worries, Piolo. Well, just about to wrap up the show, mate. But thank you for dropping in, and hope you enjoy the quality time with your granddaughter, mate. Welcome back. Jack is saying no worries, Pure. Thank you, Jack. And Pure is saying, hello, Jonathan. Hope you're well. Also, all's good here. Thank you, Pure Lollis. And Dave saying, welcome back, Mr. Pure. Thank you, Dave. Jamie also saying, Jack, is it? If Jack, is it? I thought it was Rocket Man. Thank you, Jamie. And Pure Lollis laughing at saluting Dave. Thank you, mate. James saying, welcome back, Pure Lollis. Thank you, Jamie. And salute there from Pure Lollis also. Top stuff, mate. Dave is saying, Pure, hope we grandbaby is okay. Thank you, Dave. And Pure is saying, I'm from the north. I'm from the far north. Thank you, Pure Lollis. You certainly are, mate. Jack saying London's north to us, though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Jonathan is saying I played rugby in Bolton and Bury for Broughton Park and has good nights out there. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, well, yeah, I know Broughton quite well. I do know Broughton, a district of Manchester. So, yeah. So you play a bit of rugby, do you, Jonathan? Did you ever try to go professional, or did you just do it as a hobby? Piolo saying, Dave, mate, she's a treasure. Love her more than life. Appreciate your thoughts. Thank you, Piolo. Dave saying, welcome, bro. Thank you, Dave. And a thumbs up there. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Loving the positive vibes. Dave is saying, Gaz, Hughes managed 6 clubs. Yeah, I know he managed a few clubs. I'm sure I remember him managing Blackburn for a while, but I might be remembering wrong. But thank you, Dave. Thank you, mate. Jack saying Broughton. That's in Salford. No. Well, it's kind of border of Salford and Manchester in a way. It's kind of halfway between the two in a way. Jamie is saying, Gaz, he walked away on Tuesday because we're having a laugh with him. Now he's don't talk to me. I think he's in his 50s. Well, tell him to grow up, mate. Tell him to grow up. Just say, just tell him, you don't need, next time he tries to ignore you, just tell him, you don't need to ignore me. Just say, you're a grown man. If you're going to be that childish, then I won't talk to you about football anymore, mate. if it offends you that much. Just say no offense, but football is for having a laugh. That's why that's why you support football, to have a laugh and a joke with it. A 50-year-old man should be able to take that. If he can't, just tell him, just call him out, make him shame him. Shame him, Jamie. Just say, I won't talk to you about football anymore because I know you're not man enough to deal with it. But you don't need to ignore me because that's childish. And a 50-year-old man should know better. Hope it goes well, Jamie. But you don't have to do that if you don't want, mate. That's entirely your decision. But I know if a 50-year-old guy was ignoring me in the workplace over a little bit of football banter, I'd certainly be calling him out. But that's just my personality. Not everybody's like me. But I hope he stops ignoring you, Jamie. Jamie also saying, Dave, has your Chinese come yet? Thank you, Jamie. Jonathan saying, yes, Broughton in Salford, but Broughton Park was near Didsbury. Thank you, Jonathan. And Jonathan saying, Didsbury, yep, I know it well. Used to drive buses through there. Jack saying, my family's from Salford. Yep, we know, Jack. You have told us many a times, mate. Many a times. Thank you, Jack. Dave saying, Jamie, it's I'd banter with you all day, my old mucker. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Well said, mate. Well said. Jonathan saying, Jack, I lived in Eccles. Yeah, I know it well. I've got some friends in Eccles, Jonathan. And Jonathan saying, Hope Hospital, near Hope Hospital. Jamie is saying, Dave, I'm not your friend no more. And Jack saying, where they was born. Only joking. Thank you, Jamie. And Jack saying, can't be born there now. Jamie laughing. Pure Life's laughing at Jamie. Thank you. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to rattle through this because I've got to have my evening meal. I've got thumbnails to make for tomorrow's games, and I've also got social media crap to reply to, and I'm probably not going to get it all done tonight. But apologies, I'm just trying to catch up with the messages. Dave saying, Jamie, you wasn't before. And Pure Life's laughing at Dave with a thumbs up. Jamie saying, Dave, I'm telling Father Christmas tomorrow. Pure Life saying, Dave, remember, Jamie has a choice of bedrooms, 6 bedrooms. Yeah. Dave is saying, Jamie, the Lions are coming for them blades. Good banter, guys. Jamie saying, loyalist, I'm okay for a bedroom. Awesome. Pure Loyalist saying, laughing and a handshake. Awesome. Jack saying, look at what's on screen. Jonathan saying, yes, goals. And Dave got his cash. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, we got goals tonight, didn't we, mate? We got a few. Pure Loyalist saying, we know that, Jamie? Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Jamie saying, Dave, not long till we play you, mate. Thank you, Jamie. I see you guys looking forward to that one. Jack saying, should have put 2K on that. Yeah. Jamie laughing. Dave say it 2-2. Yeah, Dave did say 2-2. Jonathan saying, sorry, Dave. Come on, Rooney, get a winner. Thank you, Jonathan. Dave saying, not long before we get 3 points off you. And Dave saying, 2-2, called it. You did, mate. Jamie saying, Dave, don't cry if we get 3 points from you. Jack saying, take care. Oh, thanks for the stream, guys. My pleasure. Thank you for being with us, Jack. Best wishes to you and your family, and send our best wishes to your stepdad. Hope his recovery continues to go well, mate. And hope you have a safe journey to the game this weekend, and hope your team get a good result, mate. Best wishes, as always, Jack. Take care, mate, and thank you for your conversation and company. Always a pleasure, mate. And Jamie saying, Dave, did you Dave, did you a bet on? No, I don't think he had a bet on. I don't know if he did, but he just called it at the start of the stream. Jamie saying, "Take care, Jack, mate." Thank you, Jamie. Piolo saying, "All the best to all. Catch up soon. Take care and enjoy the rest of your evening and weekend." Thank you, Piolos. Thank you for dropping in, mate. Enjoy the weekend with your granddaughter, mate. Those are precious moments, so enjoy. Best wishes to you and the family, mate. And as I say, thank you for dropping in again. Take care, mate. Stay safe. And Dave saying, likewise, Jamie, the best girl win. Jamie taking that in good spirits. Top man. Dave saying, take care, Pure Loyalist and Clan. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. And Dave saying, love you, really, Jamie. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Pure saying, thanks again, guys. All the best to you, Becky and Stevie. Also, the channel. Speak soon. Thank you, Pure. Same to you, mate. Best wishes to you and all your family, mate. Thank you for dropping in. Stay safe, mate. Thank you. Jamie saying, great live again, guys, mate. Night, pal. Take care. Catch up sometime on the weekend. Bye for now. Thank you, Jamie. Always a pleasure, mate. Stay safe and well. Best wishes to you and Megan. And hope you have a good weekend. Stay safe and well, mate. Take care. Top man. Thank you, Jamie. And Jamie saying, Dave, you best do. Thank you, Jamie. And Piolo saying to all, take it easy. Catch up soon. Thank you, Pure Alice. And Dave saying, take care, Jamie. You and Megan. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Dave also acknowledging Pure Loyalist. Thank you, guys. Jamie saying, Dave, Dave, take care, mate. Have a great time at the footy, lad. Night, pal. Catch up sometime on the weekend. Thank you, Jamie. And Jamie also saying, Dave, top lad. Night, mate. Awesome. Class stuff, guys. Jonathan saying, how do you get all those I think there's some emojis. I'm not sure, Jonathan. Some of the emojis show up, some of them don't. I don't understand why. So, yeah, apologies there, Jonathan. I don't know why. Some emojis do show up, some don't. Jamie saying, night, loyalist, take care, lad. Thank you, Jamie. And Dave saying, thanks, bro. Take care, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. And Jamie saying, take care, Jonathan. Night, pal. Awesome. You guys, absolutely class with the positive vibes. Dave saying, they on my phone, pal. Thank you, Dave. Dave saying, great stream, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care. You and Beckett. Yep, working for the rest of the evening for me, mate. Getting ready for the weekend. But thank you for your kind words, Dave. Hope you have a safe journey to the game tomorrow, mate. And safe journey home. And hopefully the team get you a good result. Best wishes, Dave. Thank you for being with us. Always a pleasure, mate. Take care. And as I say, stay safe and well on your travels tomorrow, mate. Jonathan saying, Google my name, Gaz. I'm old man. Wink. Google my name, Gaz. I'm old man. Wink. I'm not following you there, Jonathan. Your name, Jonathan Griffith, isn't it? I'm not following you. Sorry, Jonathan. I'm not. Google my name, Gaz. I'm old man. Wink. Have to give me a bit more details there, Jonathan. Sorry, mate. I'm not following you. In what way? You mean your name's got a different meaning or something? Or I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're meaning by that, mate. My apologies. Jonathan also saying played rugby. Right. Right. You're referring to the rugby. Right. I'm with you. So I played rugby league in the 80s. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'll try and remember that. You might have to remind me at a later date, Jonathan, because I'm probably not going to remember that tonight. Because, like I say, I've got a lot of work to do ready for the weekend, making thumbnails and what have you. So Friday night is always a working night for me, unfortunately. So I won't have time to do it tomorrow. So you have to remind me another through the week's probably better, Jonathan, and then I'll have time to look at it. Never time on top of the weekend, just too busy preparing for all the live streams. But I'll certainly try and take a look at some point, Jonathan. So you might remember a player called Ian Connors that used to play for St Helens. But yeah, I'll try and remember it at some point, Jonathan. Thank you, mate. Rick is with us. Rick saying, "Evening, everyone. I am too late tonight. Hope you are all good and take care. Oh, thank you for dropping in, Rick. Hope you and your family are well, mate. Always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for dropping in. And best wishes, as always, to you and your family. Hopefully, maybe catch up with you over the weekend if you're not too busy, Rick. But if not, maybe catch up with you later in the week. But thank you for dropping in, Rick. Always a pleasure to see you, mate. Jonathan saying, hi, Rick. Awesome. Thank you, Jonathan. And Dave saying, not the Jonathan Griffin. I know the name. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Dave. Top man. And Dave is saying, hello, Mr. Rick McCheese. How are you, pal? Awesome. Thank you, Dave. And Jack saying, looked you up, Jonathan. Nothing came up. Yeah, you might have to do a deeper search then, maybe, Jack. Rick saying, oh, good, thanks, Chinese Dave. Top stuff, guys. And Rick saying, I hope you are doing okay, Dave. Thank you, Rick. Jonathan saying, good night. Good night, all. As Xmas is being spoken, happy Xmas. Thank you, Jonathan. Been a pleasure having you with us tonight, mate. Thank you once again for your generous donation. It's really appreciated, mate. I do not take it for granted. So big thank you to you for your generosity, mate. And as I say, hopefully it's hopefully you like to hear the fact that it will be going on equipment because I am desperately needing some additions and some new equipment. So all the donations you guys give is going straight in towards the project at the moment. So thank you once again, Jonathan. Best wishes to you and your family, mate. Hope you have a great weekend. Don't work too hard in the morning, mate, but hope you manage to get a good rest before you're back at work on Monday. Take care, Jonathan. As I say, best wishes to you and your family. Stay safe, mate. And thank you once again for your company and conversation. Jack saying, Jonathan, you played 2 times for Wales. And Jack is saying, take care, all. Thank you, Jack. Same to you, mate. And thank you again for your company and conversation. All the best, mate. Dave saying, take care, Jack and Jonathan. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. And Dave is saying, I'm good, thanks, Rick. Mate, awesome. Thank you, Dave. Good to hear, mate. And thank you to all you guys that are regular fan denners. Thank you for all your positive vibes tonight. It's always appreciated. I look forward to hopefully catching up with some of you guys over the weekend. As I will be back on tomorrow. But for now, guys, that's it. As I need to get off, go and grab a bite to eat and obviously get ready for tomorrow's games. But thank you once again for all you guys that are regular fan denners. Thank you to any of you guys that have been listening in the background that might be new to the channel. And I look forward to hopefully catching up with some of you guys over the weekend. Stay safe and well out there, guys. Best wishes to you and all your families as always. Take care. I'll see you